Hey guys, welcome back. Chance is going to demonstrate one of the most important skills in table tennis, which is the ability to counterloop. Now, when we talk about the word counterloop, sometimes you think about, well, yeah, I saw that guy at the club. He was standing back here and his practice partner was back there and they were just duking it out. 30 balls back and forth, forehand to forehand. That's good. It's not bad to work on your basic counterloop from off the table, but one counterloop that's sometimes under-practiced is the first counterloop directly after your push. So Chance is going to be demonstrating, the robot's going to give a short backspin serve to the forehand, he's going to push deep, the opponent is going to give a very spinny loop right here to the forehand, he's going to step back and then counterloop. So the critical thing is I want you to see how balanced he is on his push. If he's balanced on his push, that's the starting point for being balanced on the counterloop. Watch how he steps back, his racket is in front, and he's really able to transfer the weight forward on the counterloop. Check it out. But before we check it out, let me just show you the drill that we wrote here. So the first ball here is trajectory 17, speed 11, spin -2. So it's a short serve to the forehand. And the second ball is trajectory 114, speed 13, and spin +5. That's quite a spinny ball. We're going to be running at 50 balls a minute, and showtime. Push, get back, and counterloop. Push, get back, and counterloop. The most important thing that I want you to look at when Chance is counterlooping is that his entire body, his core and his legs, are coming down a little bit on the counterloop. I hear a lot of players, unfortunately, talking about racket angle. Coach, should I have 47-degree or 44-degree racket angle? Racket angle is a factor, but the most important factor is the pressure that you're able to apply to the ball with your legs, with your core, as you're actually pressing down on the ball. So I want you to watch this detail as he does it. His entire upper body is actually coming down on the ball as he hits. Push, and then an ultra spinny loop, and he's coming down with his body. That's the most critical factor here against that opening loop. The opening loop is typically the spinniest one, especially if you give a really heavy push and your opponent is forced to spin up. This really gives you the opportunity to land the counterloop, but again, it's landing the counterloop with downward pressure. So there's a lot of different game scenarios that we could play, starting with this one. But if you go from a 2-ball drill to like an 8-ball drill, sometimes it's overwhelming. So sometimes making the same drill a little bit more game-like is good. So we're going to do scatter. Scatter is going to give him a short serve kind of anywhere in this zone, and then an opening loop anywhere in this zone. So with the Power Pong Omega app, it's really easy to use scatter. All you have to do is go bang, scatter. So instead of the ball being here and here, now we're getting a bigger radius. Same thing. Push, and then counterloop. Push, and counterloop. So as you can see, now the ball wasn't going exactly here and exactly here. It was going here, and it had a little bit different range as far as the placement, as far as the depth, and as far as the height. So that makes you adjust more. So if you're more advanced, I'd recommend adding that. You could also add additional balls to it as well, and you can also add different types of serve. So maybe instead of just short backspin serve, you can also do short no spin serve and then counterloop, because it's important for you to always change up. Just like when you're playing different opponents, you want to be changing your robot drills so you yourself are handling different variations, even from the convenience of your basement. Thanks, Chance. Great demonstration.